everybody, welcome to The Better Route. My name is Matt Dawkins. Today we're talking about mastering your morning, how having a morning routine sets you up for success. I took time to document my morning and I wanted you to see it. You guys check this out.
Dream, but I think it would be too.
Waking up before the sun is one of the best decisions I've made for my health. And in particular, running, waking up and running before the family's awake, before everybody is needing me. This is me time, and I get out on the road and I have a chance to just give my brain some space to think. So, if you're someone like me who thrives on continual improvement, running will challenge you. I get out here and I run, and early on, every day was a chance to get a little faster. And although that sounds noble, the reality is, as I was getting faster in the short term, I wasn't increasing my capacity at all. And so I would go for the longer runs and I would get smoked. And, I scratched my head for a while until I sought counsel on how to really increase my capacity. And they said, Matt, you got to slow down. You want to get faster? You got to slow down. And man, that didn't make any sense to me until I got about a month into actually slowing down, treating most days like training days, and watching my aerobic capacity increase as I showed some restraint. So whether it's health or business, sometimes you need a season of restraint to be willing to hold back, even though you know you could do more. This is so counter success culture, right? But sometimes you need to wait. Sometimes you need to slow down and wait for the right moment. So every day is not race day. Most days are training days. Some days are rest days. So that's what I'm learning on the road.
Being on the other side of a morning routine, what I am discovering, even 6 months in, is that I have so much more time, headspace, energy, motivation, inspiration, discipline, all the things you need to find new levels of success in business. So not just that my health has gotten better because of my morning routine, which it has, and we're gonna talk about that, but I'm also seeing that and the way that correlates to success in business. So if you're a health-minded business leader like myself, or you work with health-minded business leaders like I do all over the world, I cannot encourage you more than to establish for yourself a morning routine. Doesn't have to look like mine, but I wanted to leave you today with 3 things. These are just observations, right? These are not necessarily me telling you how to be successful. I'm just telling you that what has worked for me and has been tremendously successful for me could also be successful for you, and it's something worth exploring, okay? So the first thing is this, just the power of how it sets a tone for my day. So if I take time every single morning, no matter what's going on, right, to take time to be inspired, to think, and to move, if I can do all those 3 things to start every single day, it's unreal what it does for my headspace as I go into the day. First of all, I start the day feeling accomplished, right? I've already done so much, and this is before the sun comes up. This is before the rooster crows. This is before my family needs me, right? That I've already done so much that it really truly gives me time back in the day to be more present with my family, to be more present in the business, and not get to the end of the day thinking, what didn't I do today? What are the things that I wish I had done today? I get to set the tone in my morning routine, doing, for me, what are the most important things that I could do. The second thing is, it allows me to take time from me. So as a husband and a dad of 4, I have less and less time now than I did when I was a single Matt Dawkins. You know how when you're single, and some of you watching this, you're single, you think you're so busy. You're not busy. You don't know what busy means yet. You will find out. If the good Lord's willing and the creek don't rise, you'll discover what it means to be busy. But I would say, even for me now, I may not yet know what it truly means to be busy. That there's a good chance in the future I will have even less time. All the more reason for me to establish now that when I want time, that I'm going to take it from myself. So where am I taking time from me? Well, in theory, I could have slept in an hour and a half this morning instead of getting through that routine of waking up, reading my Bible, getting inspired, putting on the outfit to hit the road and run in the dark. I could have slept in. Instead, I took time for myself instead of taking time for my wife, instead of taking time for my kids, in a way that taking that time made me better, right? So you're setting the tone for your day. You're also taking time from yourself instead of taking time from your family. And maybe one of the biggest, there's only 3 things here, right? So this might be the most important thing that having a morning routine has done for me. I live in a world of chaos. I am on demand. When I'm on the clock, I tend to be putting out fires. I tend to be running this way and that. My life is crazy and chaotic. But one thing that morning routine has done for me is it has created stability. That every single day, no matter how crazy that day is going to be, that I get to start with stability. I get to start with consistency. And man, I have to choose it because some days are long and the next day that morning routine is coming at 5 a.m. And for me, that's just my time for now. It's 5 a.m. because I know if I'm up at 5, I'm going to beat the family up for about an hour and a half. I'm going to get an hour and a half before I'm taking time from someone else. But I get into my day and my day can be very chaotic. But when I get to start with stability, then I have a peace of mind going into that day. And no matter what happens in the course of that day, I got to start with stability. I got to start with consistency, and no one can take that from me. As long as I continue to choose discipline and what I call the better route, no one can take that from me. That I get to start every single day, setting a tone, taking time for myself, and creating stability so that I can have a peace of mind on my journey, because I am happy with the progress that I've made. And when I wake up happy with the progress that I've made, but also wake up hungry because I want to be better. I'm happy with where I am, but I know that I'm capable of more. And that morning routine has just been one of those things that allowed me to continue to chase excellence and live on what I call the better route. Right? We say the path to greatness is right under your feet. For many of us, it's just a matter of continuing to take steps on the path that we're on. We find ourselves in a heavy season, we stop. We stop right where we are. And there are times to slow down, and there are times to speed up, and there are times to honor the pace. But as long as we're staying on that better route, greatness is right around the corner. That's my hope for anyone that's watching this podcast, is you get to discover that, right? And it doesn't happen when you cross the finish line, and it doesn't happen when you're out the gate. It's in the miles, it's in the running, it's in the rhythm, it's on the route, it's in the middle of the race. That's where you have those moments where God enters the machine, where you get that word you've been looking for so long, where you find this weird sense of peace that doesn't make any sense. It's in the work, it's in the doing, it's in the moving. So from me to you, to conclude this episode, just want to encourage you, stay on the better route. Stay on that better route. If you haven't got started yet, today's a great day to do it. Go ahead and set your alarm for tomorrow morning. Get that morning routine started for you. And when you get 20, 30, 40 days into that consistent morning routine, let me know. Let me know how it's going for you. We'll see you guys on the next episode.